are back with comedian David Boyle, and I'm quitting alcohol. I am feeling as flat as a fucking tack today. I think I might be depressed. Not with anything specific, just a general, what is the point of anything? You know, the good old-fashioned depression. Not the, oh, I'm sad because people don't like me. I mean, what is the point of anything depression? Like, where and when am I going to get another drop of joy? Like, have I completely run out of serotonin? Is there anybody out there feeling something? I just feel like lying in bed, reading a book, and just, that's it. I don't even really need the book. I could just stare at the ceiling at the moment. Maybe I could read the book when I take a break from staring at the ceiling, but I don't really give a fuck at the moment. We're meant to be going someplace tomorrow as well. I'm meant to be excited about that at least. We're going to stay for a couple of nights somewhere. I don't know fucking where it is. I wasn't even paying attention. It's called Hassan. Hassan. I've never even heard of it before, but there looks like there's a little river or something. I don't know. Hassan actually was the name of the only black dude who was in Cheltenham or the Cheltenham Moorabbin area when I was growing up. He was literally the only black guy in the whole entire area. He was from Africa. I don't know where the fuck in Africa he was from, but this was before Africans really started coming to Australia. So he was literally the only black guy around. This is like late 90s. And he had a crazy reputation. He was a psycho. I met him a couple of times because he was a friend of a friend, but I had nothing to do with him. I think I said hey once or whatever. But I'd see him around a bit, and he had a big broken fucking nose, and he was like this wiry, sort of tall fucking... He did look like a psycho. He had scars all over his face. And whenever there was like some big fight, everyone would be like, oh my God, Hassan's coming. Hassan's coming. Everyone's dead. And people would fucking shit themselves when fucking Hassan would rock up because he was really black too. He wasn't like mild black. He was like midnight black. It was a little bit of a jolt to the system how black Hassan was back in the late 90s, Victoria, Australia. The other darkest people were maybe like the fat Greek people. There was Indians floating around. There wasn't that many Indians though. There was a lot of Turks, Greeks, Wogs, Italians, all that sort of shit. But there wasn't a hell of a lot of Indians. There was a lot of Asians. There were a shitload of Asians, actually. And there was one black guy, Hassan. Anyway, the point of the story is Hassan ended up getting stabbed to death in a public toilet. I think he was 19 at the time. It was in the newspaper. It was on the news briefly. I think he only even made the news because he was like the only black guy in Australia at the time. Otherwise, they would have just put the fucking footy scores down. But I just remember how scary Hassan used to be and the reputation that followed him. And then just like a couple of years later, someone stabbed him to death in the toilet. I remember thinking when I heard that, I'm like, who the fuck could have killed Hassan? Hassan was the toughest guy in the entire world. I think I was like 15 at the time or some shit like that. And I also remember thinking, being the tough guy isn't all it's cracked up to be. If you want to be the tough guy, you got to fight. And there's a fucking chance you're going to get stabbed to death in a fucking toilet. It was probably over like 2 grams of speed as well, or a 50 bag of weed. It would have been something bullshit like that. So yeah, I'm going on a holiday to Hassan. So that's what I'll be thinking about while I'm there. Just the only black guy in town getting stabbed to death in the toilet. That's why I never used the N-word, because there was no black people around to call the N-word. What, I'm going to call Hassan the N-word? Yeah, fucking right. I'll be calling him Your Majesty, the Prince. Also because it's a disgusting word and you should never say it. Actually, what am I talking about? I used to listen to rap all the time when I was growing up. I used to sing it at the top of my lungs. Everyone used to listen to rap and there was no black people around at all. Nowhere. The closest we had was a guy named Anthony. He was a Cambodian dude. He was a really good basketball player too. So he was dark and he was really good at basketball and there was no other black people around. So we're like, well, you're close enough. So he used to be the gangster sort of guy. And he was the one who used to tell us what rap to listen to. The Cambodian guy. Oh, fuck. From the ages of like 11 to like 27, you're just a full-blown retard. Actually, later than that, like 29, 30, 31, you're just a full-blown fucking retard. Nothing you do or say makes sense at all about anything. Really, it doesn't get any better after 31. Pretty much your whole life, you're just an idiot. And all you're trying to do is be slightly less of an idiot. But whenever you look back, you're always going to look back and go, fuck, I was an idiot. Which means you're an idiot in the present too. So at no stage of your life are you not an idiot. The only time you should think you're not an idiot is when you're projecting into the future. One day I will not be an idiot. That day is coming soon. Anyway, I don't even know what fucking today was about. Hassan, I'm going on a holiday. Hassan got stabbed in a toilet. My Cambodian mate, who we treated as a black guy because there was no other black guys around. We're all idiots. I don't know. Who gives a fuck? Anyway, that's it for tonight, and I'll see ya the fuck later.